Hey guys, it's Jen and welcome to today's video. Today we are getting fancy because we are going to play with Tom Ford. I got the eyeshadow quad and two lipsticks here and I am not afraid to use them. I've never tried anything from Tom Ford before, and as you can see, I have dressed for the occasion because Tom Ford is incredibly bougie. I am super excited to try this out and see what kind of look I can create with this. It is very pricey and I'm wondering, is it going to make me look fabulous? Is it going to make me look fancy? Or am I just going to have eyeshadow on my lids? Well, if you're curious, and I am too, stick around because we're about to find out. Okay, so I scooched you in a little bit closer so we can get a good look at how these eyeshadows perform. And this quad is called Burnished Amber, number 6. And we have this really pretty little lippy called Casablanca. It's tiny. Let's go ahead and swatch it. Okay, that's pretty. Not a great swatch. It's very creamy. It's pretty. And then we've got Scarlet Rouge. Ooh, this one's pretty too. Let's give that a swatchy poo. Oh wow, that's pretty. Okay, so we got our little lippies. We got our little quad. And I'm probably not going to use the brushes in here. So I'm just going to set those aside so they don't really get in the way because we don't want that. Let's take the little plastic off. And we'll go ahead and swatch these. We've got a lovely little cream shade. Swatch that there. Wow, that's super light. Holy Hannah, I don't know what's going to happen with this. We got a little burgundy shade. Just put that right there. Very gentle. A deeper burgundy shade, because there's no names. And this kind of cool toned brown. That looks a little patchy. I don't know. I spent $88 on this. It was on sale at Nordstrom's. If you guys didn't see that video, I'll link it somewhere in here. But we all know that Tom Ford is incredibly expensive. And over at my Nordstrom, Tom Ford has its own little section. It stands by itself. Nothing else is allowed to play with it. Chantecaille and Sisley, two very expensive makeup and beauty brands, are right next to each other. They're hanging out. But Tom Ford is all the way by himself because apparently no one can be around him. That's how fancy and special he is. So I couldn't help but go ahead and pick this up because I have been wanting to try something from this makeup line for quite some time now. I'm just curious. I can't help myself. So here we are. We got our quad. We got our lippies. We're going to create a look. And, you know, they all wiped away. It could turn out to be a gentle, light look. Let me say right off the bat that each one of these shades has like a pearlescent kind of shimmer to it. I don't see anything that looks all the way matte. It's a very satiny kind of formula. So I kind of want to start with some kind of a matte base. All shimmer looks can be pretty, but I don't particularly. So we're going to bust out Elf and Tom Ford are going to play together today because why not, you know? That way I can have a look that makes more sense to me. I don't know. I don't want to do an all shimmer look. I don't think it's going to look good on me. So you guys, you know, I'm sure you understand. I'm going to add a little bit of matte to make it happen. So for this eye right here, we're going to go ahead and jump into these two shades. And for the other eye, we're going to use these two shades. That way we have something that makes a little more sense in my brain. So let's go ahead and grab this lighter kind of, it's like a cool tone brown shimmer. And I'm going to pop that right here. That is a very gentle shade. It's so gentle I can barely see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. God. All right, cool. It's going to be a very subdued, pearlescent look today. Would be my guess. All right, so we laid that down kind of. Let's grab some of this light pearlescent shade and put that on the inner corner of my eye here. Oh, there's definitely fallout, absolutely. And this is moderately reflective. It's a very gentle looking shimmer. It's just a pearlescent sheen, and I'm certain it's supposed to be that way. So you can almost barely tell that it has a shimmer to it at all. It looks almost like a matte, but there's a slight sheen to it. So it's definitely not a matte. It's certainly interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and hop to the other eye. Wow. And as you can see, there it is. It's a powdery formula. There's a lot of kick up in the pan. I have thoughts. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab this deep shade of plummy brown, and I'm going to pop that on the outer portion of this eyeshadow look here. Oh, see, and that's pigmented. That shows that. You can see a gentle pearlescent to it. It's like a plummy kind of brown. It's like a plummy kind of plum, really. It's plum. All right, well, you're definitely going to experience fallout. Thankfully, it's actually going on really pretty. When I swatched it, and I continued to play with it because I had to charge my battery, it looked a little patchy, so I was kind of nervous that it was going to go on patchy looking, but it looks like it's doing all right. It's not patching up. It's showing up. It's actually really pretty. So, whew, I was going to say, what the hell is going on? All right, so let's go ahead and grab that purpley shimmer, the lighter one, and pop that on the inner portion of the program. This, again, is a very powdery formula. You guys can see. I don't mind kick up and fallout. I don't mind any of that stuff as long as I do my eyes first. And if it means pigment, it's all right. That's actually very pigmented. That's pretty. Oh, and yeah, it's fallouty, but that's all right. Clean it up afterwards. Ah, that is a pretty color. That's probably my favorite shade out of this quad so far. Yeah, okay. So we got this going for us. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do the finished face of my makeup and get this cleaned up, throw on some lashes, and we're going to try that lipstick, and then we're going to go ahead and talk about our feelings. I have some thoughts. All right, so eyes are done. We're going to go ahead and try the lippies. So one is Casablanca and the other one is Scarlet. So let's see here. Ooh, that's pretty. I think this one is Casablanca. This one is the Scarlet one. Let's look at that. She's dramatic. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the Casablanca one because I feel like that's going to look better for this eyeshadow look. And I'm keeping you guys all in close so you can see how everything is looking. Hopefully my lashes are on proper. Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, I like that actually. That is really pretty. All right, okay. I know I'm using my dirty mirror. I'm so sorry. It keeps coming. I just reach for it. I don't know. It's there and I keep using it. Okay, so I'm going to back you guys out and we're going to talk about the products that we tried today. So our Tom Ford quad. What do we think about her? Well, I can tell you that the eyeshadows are very pretty. They're very lovely. It's a beautiful pearlescent formula. Now, let me just say how I feel about this quad is that it does exactly what it is supposed to do. This quad is basically saying, I am a grown-up, I know what I want, and I'm not afraid to tell you what that is. It's very simple, easy, go-to. There is no guesswork here. I do like, you know, the bold and the out there looks. I like the avant-garde. I like the whole artistic look of makeup. I think it's fantastic. I also like subdued looks like this, where it's the daytime look, the lunch date look, the office look. Looks like these are very gentle. They're easy. They're go-to. You can wear them. I've got a day or night look going right now. And I think that both are beautiful. I think this is a very functional palette. It's going to give you exactly what you need for that. And pearlescent shadows look a lot better on a grown lady like myself, let me just say, because it doesn't accentuate any kind of crinkliness in the eye. It doesn't cause a heaviness to the eye. It has just the right amount of subdued shimmer to give a nice pop, a gentle kind of pop to the eye, nothing too aggressive for someone who is more mature. And that is really what I feel like this palette is geared toward. And that's completely fine. It is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. I can respect what that's all about, for it being for the more grown-up lady like me. I'm totally good with that. I have an appreciation for that. I absolutely do. I have a respect for that. I think that's very cool, and it's quite lovely. So I have no qualms with the palette. It's very pretty. I also like the little mini lippies. I think they're absolutely adorable. It's a nice satin formula. It goes on very easy. It's very comfortable, and it has a nice little sheen to it. So it's not overly glossy, bright, and it's not overly, it's not matte either. I'm not a big matte kind of, you know, lippy kind of gal anyway. I like a little gloss. I like a little shine. So this is right up my alley for lipsticks. Very beautiful, and I actually really enjoy it. Do I think that my pocketbook is in danger of more Tom Ford products? No. No, actually I don't. And I'll be honest, I'll tell you why. as much as I like this and I can see what it's all about, and it does create beautiful looks, it doesn't floor me. It doesn't floor me, not for the price. I don't think that you need to go out and spend hundreds of dollars on eyeshadow palettes. This little bite size from e.l.f. is $3. There's some similar shades in here, and it's doing the same thing. I mean, yeah, the formula is different, you know, I get it, and the quality, it's different. You're going to get higher quality that you would have to. I mean, well, maybe not have to. I mean, there's a lot of high quality stuff, or high price stuff out there rather, that doesn't work well at all, but this does work very well. It does show up, and it is quite lovely, but I don't feel like I'm obsessed with it. I don't look at this eyeshadow look and think, if I don't get more Tom Ford in my life, I'm going to lose my mind. I think I'm happy to have it. It's lovely. It is a very grown-up look, and I think it's great. But again, it's not knocking my socks off. I'm not looking at this going, oh my gosh, Tom Ford, what else does Tom Ford have? I have to have it in my life. Do I think you need to go and get this? No. I wouldn't tell you to go and buy anything. You don't have to buy anything. It's your money. I'm not here to tell you what you should spend your money on. You do with it as you please. Do I think it's nice? Absolutely. Am I glad I have it? Of course. I am glad I have it. I'm not over the moon for it. I don't think it's the most amazing thing since sliced bread. And if this is something that works for you, and you're thinking, wow, I really like the looks that she created, and I feel like this is a great eyeshadow palette for me, then yeah, I mean, go ahead and look into it. But if you haven't already, you might want to go ahead and check out these little e.l.f. bite-sized palettes for only $3, because I feel like I can get a fairly similar look with this. Not the same formula, no, of course, but very similar, very similar. So, do you need Tom Ford in your life? No, you don't. Is it nice? Sure. Does he deserve a room all to himself? I don't know. I mean, no. So, you guys know, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you how I feel. And again, it is my opinion. So if you disagree, that's okay. It's totally fine. I'm not bagging on it, and I'm certainly not unappreciative of it. I'm just not blown away by it. I'm not in love with it. It's a lot of money for these products. So for that, I mean, I don't know. I want to see something that's like, I've never looked so lovely before in my life. I feel like I'm totally wealthy. I feel like I got eyeshadow on, you know. It's pretty. That's about it. So anyway, guys, this is the finished look, and this is the end of the video. I just want to thank you so much for sticking around and watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope y'all are safe, and I hope y'all are having a beautiful day. Thanks. Bye.